Hello and welcome to Barely Contains, the podcast which applies the dock leaf of cynicism to celebrity journalism's worst nettle stings. I'm Chris Beckett and, as ever, I'm joined by Matt Withers. Right, hello and welcome to another episode of Barely Contains. Hello to Matt.
Hi Chris.
Are you well?
I am tickety-boo, thank you.
Good. Well, let's bounce straight into it. I'm going to kick things off with a story from the Daily Mail Australian edition. Mate.
This is different, this is good.
I wasn't having it at all. Shall I do it in an Australian accent? No. Okay. I wasn't having it at all. Former Pussycat doll Nicole Scherzinger slams beloved Aussie delicacy as she spends time down under for Australia's Got Talent. It's by Joe Skeck. She's spending time down under as she films Australia's Got Talent alongside Lucy Durack, Shane Jacobson and Manu Fidel.
Right, who?
Well, I don't know any of them, but I know Nicole Scherzinger. And there is one Aussie delicacy Nicole Scherzinger won't be indulging in during her visits. In an interview for TV Week, the 41-year-old revealed that she isn't a fan of one of the country's most iconic spreads, Vegemite.
I love that. One of the country's most iconic spreads. How many iconic spreads can a country have?
You must remember that BuzzFeed Australia's top 10 iconic spreads. I tried it about 10 years ago on tour with the dolls, she said. I wasn't having it at all.
She's made it very clear here.
Perhaps realising her divisive opinion, Nicole quickly backtracked and said, "But they say your taste buds change over the years." I was fearful of sparking some major diplomatic incidents. Maybe some Australian ambassador coming out saying, "That Muller caller is a flaming pile of shit, mate." The Hush Hush singer went on to reveal she's up for giving the Australian staple another chance to win her over.
Are you au fait with Hush Hush?
I'm not, no.
No.
Are you?
No, I'm not aware of it.
I can't say I was unaware of the Pussycat Dolls or some of her early stuff, but yeah, Hush Hush has blown me by. I might give it another go, she admitted, before adding, with heaps of avocado, in an apparent move to take the edge off.
Imagine having to take the edge off Vegemite.
It's just too much.
It's too strong for me, this. I like it strong. Taking the roof off my mouth. Get that avocado.
Bloody yeast extract. A production source told Daily Mail Australia last week that Nicole will be flying between Sydney and LA over the next month as she juggles filming between Australia's Got Talent and The Masked Singer. Nicole features on the Australia's Got Talent judging panel alongside fellow judges Manu, Shane and Lucy.
Who?
Exactly. She previously served as a judge on the US and British versions of The X Factor.
She's very much taken the 2020 approach to these shows, isn't she? She's just travelling from country to country. A ruthless judge. A mercenary. A judging mercenary.
She's going for gold, but as a presenter rather than a contestant.
Right, I wish to take you to a story which appeared on the Mail Online. I have so many questions about this story. There'll be a lot of who and what.
Let's see if we can answer them.
It's headlined, Cardi B trusts Offset to do baby Kulture's hair and the Tots reaction is priceless. As pointed out before on this podcast, Cardi B is what I call my second choice cardigan.
Yep.
Okay. Cardi B takes great pride in her own hair, so it's a surprise that she has trusted her husband Offset with their daughter Kulture's tiny little locks. Cardi B, singer.
Yeah.
Husband is called Offset, which sounds like a distinctly unglamorous piece of printing terminology.
Well, I don't know about you, but when I hear the word Offset, I think about mortgages.
Yeah, so either way, it's not a particularly exciting name. But presumably, it's what his parents gave him. And their daughter's called Kulture, but with a K.
Okay.
Which sounds... I don't want to be rude, Chris. Bit council estate.
Wow.
While hanging out at home this weekend, Cardi B gave the, and you'll have to excuse me here, the Migos rapper.
Yeah, either's fine for me, someone who doesn't know.
What does this mean? Is this one of his raps? Is this where he's from?
I think it must be one of his raps.
Is this where he works?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like the American equivalent of Argos?
I mean, this is one of the greatest newspapers in the world. It's not going to leave us hanging.
Okay. Cardi B gave the Migos rapper the task of perfecting the 1-year-old's hair while she took a step back to film the priceless moment.
Okay.
It seems Cardi B, 26, gave Offset a little helping hand by initially putting Kulture's hair into small pigtails, but the hardest task was all down to him. That is, of course, combing Kulture's baby hairs, or, as it's so commonly put, laying her edges.
If I had a pound. Also,
it sounds like another bit of cricket commentary, or Stuart Broad just laying the edges there.
Yeah. Also, we're well aware that Kulture is a baby. Do they have to say baby hairs? It's not like baby teeth. They're going to fall out, and she'll get some proper follicles going on.
Baby hairs just poking through. So laying your edges. I mean, I don't know if that's what you say when you go into your barbers, Chris. Just
to be honest, being British, I don't really say much. I just sort of mumble, and even if I don't like it, I say I do.
Sharing the adorable father-daughter moment on Instagram, fair play to you. Listen, if you already worked out that this story is just a report on somebody's Instagram post, Cardi's video shows Offset gently combing Kulture's hair into a neat style, and the sheer concentration on his face. Here's a picture.
Guess you had to be there, really.
He faced a little... Or you could have seen the video.
Yeah, but even then,
He faced a little challenge when Kulture fought the comb away. How many parents have been there? But Offset persisted in trying to lay her edges right.
What an indefatigable rapper he is.
Behind the camera, Cardi provides a running commentary and admits that she left too much hair out for Offset to get the right look.
Yeah, she threw him under the fucking bus there.
That'll be his excuse then. That's what the reporter who... we do have a name. It's Alicia Adejobi. She's just injecting a little bit of commentary to keep this pacey story moving along. But the Bodak Yellow rapper's followers were thoroughly impressed with Offset's efforts and complimented his surprising talents. Bodak Yellow?
Well, that's actually a model Mitsubishi.
Yeah. KK Edges Slade, great job, applauded one of the star's followers. Is he a star? I don't know.
Well.
Another fan joked, I like how Offset looked at Cardi and made that face that was like, did I do it right? BC, it looks great. Just a lot of words there, unnecessarily pluralised. The way she smiled at the end, said one of Cardi's followers of Kulture's sweet reaction. One other follower quipped, and she just acting as if she loved the swoops he did. Lol, daddy's girl gone fake it till she make it. She gon' get whatever.
Now, quipped.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... this follower's no Peter Houston.
No.
I mean, I don't really know. She loved the swoops. Do you love the swoops?
The swoops.
Sound kind of like an early noughties
they were great.
indie band championed by Steve Lamacq.
Yeah, I saw them. The Hammersmith Apollo.
It looks like baby Kulture has found herself a new resident hairdresser. Kulture celebrated her first birthday on the 10th of July. Did she? She's won. She is completely unaware of the concept of birthdays and time. And was treated to a huge birthday party with lavish gifts, which included a toy Rolls Royce to match her parents' wheels.
Oh, doesn't that just make you feel warm inside?
Oh, I honestly don't know who these people are. I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah. It's a different world.
Chris, I understand that you have a story about the Manchester United stopper, David De Gea.
I certainly do. Manchester United star David De Gea in hilarious response to wife's hot bikini snap.
I'm really looking forward to this because you don't throw words like hilarious around willy-nilly. I think this is really going to tickle me.
Well, you'll find that Douglas Patient, writing in The Sun, I believe, is throwing this word around. The goalkeeper, 28, captained Manchester United for their 2-2 draw against AC Milan on Saturday when they won on penalties. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ruled out De Gea having the armband full-time after the match, instead saying Ashley Young will be captain. He said after the match, David is in contention, but when Ash is on the pitch, he will carry the armband.
He carries it. He doesn't wear it. He deliberately makes life more awkward for himself by keeping it in his hand throughout the game.
Just to point out at this point that this was actually found on not on the sports section of the website. It has not yet been confirmed whether De Gea had signed a contract, despite reports suggesting he had agreed to a 6-year bumper deal in June.
Yeah, so anyone who's dipped in because they know that there's a hilarious response to a hot bikini snap is going to be disappointed to find that first they have to wade through idle transfer speculation.
But they won't have long. Amid the swirling rumours and discussion, De Gea had other things on his mind yesterday. His partner, Spanish singer 33-year-old Eden, was stunning on Instagram in a pink bikini. Matt, Eden?
Is she
not Eden Hazard?
Is she the star of the Spanish soap opera, the incredibly prosaically titled Hospital Central?
Maybe she is. Let's see. And De Gea responded hilariously by simply commenting,
"This is going to be good,
a
isn't
couple
it?"
of emojis, the flushed and drooling ones. Now, hilarious.
Yeah, truly the Kenny Everett de nos jours.
I mean, that's the sort of Instagram emoji equivalent of going,
Yeah.
I can't really. How would you describe this for our younger?
Chris is doing that thing where he's kind of pumping up one arm over the other to indicate that he finds somebody physically alluring. He's overdoing it a bit, and he's only doing it for my sake, and it's a bit weird.
Well, I just wanted to shock do it with both arms. Fans were loving the message and flocked to comment. Ready for some gold? One said, "Congratulations, because with a woman like that, I would also forget to breathe."
I don't think there's any insinuation that De Gea has forgotten to breathe.
He was just texting away.
What a strange comment to make.
And another couldn't resist the urge to ask about De Gea's contract. They said, "When are you signing Dating Idolo?" I'm not quite sure what that means.
Idolo?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't understand the modern world.
Eden has been a judge on Spain's Got Talent and often flies between Madrid and Manchester to visit her partner, De Gea. She released her first single in 4 years in April 2019, titled Demasiado Tarde, Too Late, featuring Carlos Baut.
I know it well.
Yeah. In addition to being a popular singer and appearing in Eurovision 2015, Garcia has had a lengthy career as an actress and TV personality. She made her screen debut on the Spanish soap opera Hospital Central.
I am a big fan of Hospital Central.
In 2002, and has since appeared in over a dozen dramas and reality shows. Man United host Chelsea in their first league game of the Premier League season on Sunday.
Well, I think we can all agree that was hilarious. Well done, David De Gea. You are a hilarious man.
Not just a shot stopper. You are capable of some astounding hilarity.
I think of him as the comical custodian.
Wow. Yes. So, Matt, I understand we have one story left, and you're going to be returning to a previous barely contained subject, Miss Carol Vorderman.
Yes, this is a story by Catherine Ingate of the Express Online. Just not mention, we regularly look at stories from the Express Online, and just doing a bit of research in the intervening couple of weeks, Chris, because we don't just throw this together. None of them seem to have Twitter profiles.
Yeah.
None of these people who write for the Express Online have got Twitter profiles.
It's interesting, that, isn't it?
Do you think they may not exist?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I think it requires further study.
Well, listen, do you know Catherine Ingate? Did you go to school with her? Have you worked with her? Perhaps you have done synchronised swimming with her.
Perhaps she follows you on Instagram.
Yes, I imagine it's something that she spends a lot of time doing. Anyway, we'll crack on. Headline: Carol Vorderman, countdown star in shock over surprising comparison to lookalike US singer.
Okay.
She's not been a countdown star for quite a while now. I think Rachel Riley's really got her feet under that desk now.
Yeah, also, not that I want to criticise the headline writer unduly, but it's not going to be that surprising if it's a lookalike US singer.
No.
If it was just a comparison to a singer, fair enough, that's surprising. But if it's someone who is actually your lookalike, then it's not surprising that you look like them.
This is very true. Carol Vorderman was in for a shock on Twitter after a fan brought a lookalike to her attention in the form of American pop star Stacey Q, as the former Countdown host marvelled at the likeness between herself and the singer. Stacey Q?
I don't know.
Never
Maybe
heard.
like a daughter of Desmond Llewellyn, but does some singing, but also has a nifty collection of gadgets.
Carol Vorderman, 58, realised she bears a striking resemblance to Two of Hearts hitmaker Stacey Q,
Oh, I knew I'd heard of
60, after spotting a photo of the star on Twitter. The Countdown favourites lookalike was initially brought to her attention when a fan shared the revelation with her on the micro-blogging site.
As we all know it.
Are we still calling Twitter a micro-blogging site?
Well, yeah, go on.
The Telegraph used to until a couple of years ago, but even their elderly aristocratic readership by now are at least vaguely aware of what Twitter is.
I think even J.R. Hartley would not go as far to call it a micro-blogging site.
He would. If he was doing it today, he'd be tweeting in, wouldn't he, to see if he can get that book, which...
He'd be asking Jeeves.
Younger listeners, we haven't got any younger listeners,
No.
have we? Yeah, you know who J.R. Hartley is. The Twitter user retweeted a snap of the American singer and added the caption, "I thought that was at Carol Vorder's for a second." Carol quickly responded to the comment and seemed stunned by the comparison. She wrote back, "So did I," alongside a grinning face emoji. She wants to get together with David De Gea.
Yeah. Imagine what hell they could
Oh
raise.
my word, they would be the new Morecambe and Wise, except employing emojis rather than kitchenware.
Yep. And both being the straight man.
Fans were quick to notice the presenter's incredible likeness to Stacey Q and took to the comments section of the post to share their thoughts. I think that this writer doesn't really know what Twitter is to think that the post has a comment section, so no wonder she needs to refer to it as a micro-blogging site. Catherine, if indeed that is your name and you're not just an algorithm. One wrote, "Thought that was you in photo initially." Another added, "OMG, your twin." However, a third admirer disagreed with the comparison, as they suggested, "You're much better looking."
Ooh, that's a bit of a kiss-ass sort of comment.
Well, you say kiss-ass. It moves on to the padding of the article. The mathematics expert admitted she often gets frustrated about the fixation on her appearance when it detracts from her other projects. Goes on for a little bit, some quotes obviously lifted from another interview. Carol went on to share details about her work with children in schools, but said reports usually focus on the size of her bottom.
What, reports on children in schools?
Yeah, reports on children in schools.
It's just the, money for education, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Carol Vorderman.
No,
What an arse.
I do a lot of work with kids from a similar background to me. I have my online maths school. I sell I don't know how many education books a year for
She knows
Dorling, because she knows
exactly how
exactly
many.
many. She could work it out.
3 decimal places.
But that never gets talked about. Instead, it's how big is her bottom. And that, Chris, is my Carol Vorderman story.
Wow. Well, just to put a bit of context there, Stacey Q's 2 Hearts song mentioned previously. Do you know when that came out?
I think
2 of Hearts. Sorry.
2 of Hearts. 2 Hearts was Phil Collins on the soundtrack of the film Buster.
Oh yeah,
in which he played what some people thought was a far too sympathetic portrayal of the great train robber.
Yeah, well, you just can't get angry at Phil, can you? Whatever he does.
Well, what about if he divorced you by fax?
Well, okay.
Anyway, we digress. 2 of Hearts came out in
1987.
Great year.
So 32 years ago, but just slipped in there.
The 2 of Hearts.
The 2 of Hearts songmaker. Yeah. Jesus.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. Yes, thank you very much for listening, as always, and thank you, Matt.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, Chris.
And yeah, if you want to get any more great content, feel free to follow us on Twitter at
Barely_pod.
Oh, he's got it now. Since that microblogging site, since he got on it, he can't put it. He can't leave it alone.
I sometimes just add things in the comments section of posts on there. Me and Catherine Ingate do that. Then we go synchronised swimming together.
Lovely. There's also a Facebook bit as well. Barely contained.
Barely maintained, Chris.
Barely maintained. Yeah. Site under construction. Goodbye.
Bye.
2 of Hearts, 2 hearts that beat as one. 2 of Hearts, I need you, I need you. 2 of Hearts, 2 hearts that beat